Oh, fuck. Can you keep your... I can't keep my stuff from falling on my hand. I guess either this film isn't that good. Guess not. Hi. Get your hand down. Why is it up? I don't know. Hi. It's me, Xena. And it's me, Gabrielle here. And today, I know some of you folks like thinking, well, if we got the jelly cam, or whatever jelly combo, why don't we just stand and someone does the filming? Well, I thought about that, and I just got used to always holding us up to the shooter, to the web shooter, so why stop now? So anyway, we got this whole Crova 19, now it's Crova 20, and a lot of folks have a lot of thoughts and beliefs over how it came. You know, some folks say why they call it Crova 19 because there were 19 other offshoots of it before that. Others believe that it's a new illness, a new sickness that Lucifer's made, and it's not been around before. And some say call it 19 because it came in 29 between while, but no one can be sure about that. You know, their thoughts and beliefs go that Lucifer started it over in the Far East, over in China, and then it went all over the world. And a lot of folks believe either it was a bad living the way they lived over there. Some believe it was some kind of wisdom mistake that something got out that shouldn't have gotten out. Some believe it had to do with eating wilder mouses, which I don't see why anybody want to do that. But whatever the grounds with for it, Lucifer made the illness happen, made the sickness happen. And right now, there are lands and there are leaderships, and there are also healing businesses out there that have been working on a heal, but a lot of them are not sure if their heal is good enough, or if it's ready, or if the heal itself will actually do a lot more harm than good. Some are frightened that since it hasn't been seeked yet, some are frightened that the heal that they make, that instead of Lucifer making someone get ill over Crova, or whatever, Crovin, or whatever you want to call it, are frightened that the Lucifer will make the heal become an illness in itself. What do I think about it? I think it's sad. And I know Lucifer made this illness. And like he does all kinds of evil things to either make you to either seek to break your belief in God and Jesus, to either get you to do wrong, which at the end of the day you can only make to choose to do wrong, or to make folks believe that he's all strong. Well, the truth is he's not. You know. Now a lot of folks are saying that this one is worse than any other illness before it. Well, keep in mind all the illnesses that Lucifer made were all bad in their own way. Until one, God healed every one of it, or two, someone made something and God made that heal work. But they were all bad in their own way. Oh, you're right about that, mother. A lot of folks say that the Corovin 19 or 20, whatever the fuck they want to call it, they can't make up their mind what they want to call it. They say that it started out as an offshoot of the cold. And somehow, some way, Lucifer shifted it from not only being the cold illness as it was, and then shifted it so it would start behaving unlike the other kind of cold illnesses out there. Well, that's one's thought and belief on it. But I do know one thing. At the end of the day, God is going to undo this evil that Lucifer has done. And on top of the illness, Lucifer has got folks kind hating, folks who are fighting folks that are fighting kind hating. That's still a thing, sadly, in this world. And there are still folks out there that think the leadership needs to do a lot more with laws and oversight to stop hate. Well, a law or oversight will not stop anyone from hating someone. The only way that someone can stop hating someone is to understand what makes everyone the same. Being living beings, having a soul, having feelings, being crafted by God, being forgiven by God for Jesus, who God and Jesus forgave us. And that's the only way that hate will stop. When folks see that they have so much that are the same, and then only that day then that's the only day that hate will stop. When all those folks see that they're actually the same, no need what kind of brightness or shade their flesh is, or know what kind of speech they speak, or what worship they worship. At the end of the day, they're all living beings. They have souls and feelings, and God gave them life, and God forgave us, and God and Jesus forgave us and gave us life. And only then will folks stop the hate that Lucifer gives folks. So laws and oversight are a good thing, but no law or oversight will stop folks from hating. That will sadly always be a chunk of life, a break of life, sadly. And if you don't got that going on, then you got the leadership itself. Oh yeah, Xena said, this be so fun. Yeah, Gabrielle, you got the leadership itself going around blaming itself for why the shit went down. You have Joseph Barlin, a former underland leader, former lawmaker, saying that he's the one that's going to heal the haunted rights. That he's the man with the goal, and he knows what's good for the land, the leadership, and the folks. And on the other side, you got Donald Trump, who also believes the same thing. That he's got the goal, and he knows what's good for the folks and the leadership and the land. And both sides have most likely bitched out each other. But at the end of the day, the leadership is going to be whatever the leadership's going to be. And it's up to the folks to make a choose and pick who they want the land leader to be. Overlooking all the business wises out there and all the other stuff they say. At the end of the day, pick the leader you believe will do a good job for you and running the leadership. Overlook what all the news sheets and all the books say, and overlook what the interweb says, and overlook what the business wise say. You make the choosing for what you believe in your own heart. Alright? At the end of the day, I believe that Donald Trump or Joseph Barlin will both do a good job. Are they flawless? No. No man or woman is flawless. But at the end of the day, one man doesn't, but at the end of the day, they both have done good, and they both done wrong. And they both have been answerable for whatever those wrongs have been. So, I really don't care which one does become land leader, because at the end of the day, you're going to have half and half. You're going to have one side saying how happy they are for having a new land leader. The other side's going to bitch that this land leader is as bad as the other land leader. Yeah. And overlook all lawmaking gatherings. Because at the end of the day, the hang up with lawmaking gatherings is that sometimes folks tend to do what's good for the gathering, but what's not always good for the land, or the leadership, or the folks. So, at the end of the day, you make the choosing on who you believe in your mind. Not what anyone else tells you, not what you read, not what you hear, but what you believe in your own heart. who you believe will do a good job as land leader. If you believe that's Donald Trump, then by all means go for him in November. If you believe that's going to be Joseph Berlin, then go for him in November. If you believe neither of those two will be a good job, then by all means go for, well, I don't really know if you can go for anyone else. Besides the two big lawmaking gatherings out there, I don't really think the other ones have anyone else you can choose from. But I'm sure, even if you're not for one side or the other side, I'm sure at the end, then if you're not unsure about who you think, then don't do it. Yeah. I can't well, you're right, Gabrielle said. So today we talked about Corova 19, Corovan 20, which is the offshoot of the night between one. We talked about lawmaking, either being Donald Trump or Joseph Barn. We talked about kind hating, and the only way, mother, that hate will ever stop is when folks start to see everyone as the same, and start to see them as folks who are the same. Yes, they might speak unlike speech. Yes, they might worship unlike. Yes, they might not look alike. But at the end of the day, they were all crafted by God, given life by God, and God forgave us, and Jesus forgave us too. So at the end of the day, and to the day where we can all see that same thing between fellow living man-like, woman-like beings, then that's when the day where hatred will die. No law or oversight will ever stop anyone from stop hating someone. That comes from within. Alright, that's it. I'm Xena, I'm Gabrielle. We'll see you later.